Next is of that is fruit. Fruit is the characteristic feature of the flowering plants. It is the main feature of the flowering plants that contain fruit and seed. Otherwise, that non-flowering plants which not contain fruits, and the fruit is developed from ripened ovary. Ripened ovary by the fertilization. It is the developed by the ripened ovary. After that fertilization, that fruit is developed. Some fruit is developed without fertilization. That is of parthenocarpic fruit. Parthenocarpic fruits, or that is of seedless fruit. Sometimes fruit is developed without fertilization, that is the parthenocarpic fruits or seedless fruit. That ovary wall modified into fruit wall, and the fruit consists that fruit wall and seeds also. Fruit wall, that is known as pericarp. That fruit may be, or pericarp, that may be fleshy and dry. Dry fruits, or pericarp is also dry and fleshy भी हो सकती है pericarp, और dry भी हो सकती है. Whenever that pericarp is of fleshy pericarp is there, that time pericarp is differentiated into three parts, that is of epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. Epicarp, outermost layer of the fruit wall, mesocarp, middle layer of the fruit wall, and endocarp, that is the innermost layer of fruit wall. If we see in the mango, the outermost green color layer or yellow color layer is of epicarp, middle fleshy pulpy portion, that is of mesocarp, or inner hard or stony, that is of endocarp. Inside the endocarp, seed is there. Like that in coconut also, epicarp, that green portion, mesocarp, that is fibrous layer, and endocarp again, that is hard stony layer, that is of endocarp. So it may be like in that pumpkin also. In pumpkin, outer green portion is exocarp or epicarp, middle fleshy is mesocarp, inner fibrous layer, that is of endocarp. So that may be differentiated into three parts. And such type of fruit, just like that is coconut and mango, that is of drupe fruits. Sometimes that fruit is developed from the thalamus, or complete different part, that is of false fruit, just like in apple, that is of false fruit, apple, that is developed from the thalamus. So this is in short in fruit. If we study, the fruit is very wide chapter, but here we can study that main characteristics of fruit. Fruit contain, that is outer layer, that is fruit wall, pericarp, inside them seed is present inside the fruits. Now next is of seed. That fruit contain fruit wall and another portion, that is of seed. Seed that is developed from ovule. Inside the ovary, ovule is there, that develops into seed, and it contain, that is seed contain seed coat and embryo. Seed coat and embryo, that when two things is there inside the seed. And embryo especially, which is present in embryonal axis. On embryonal axis, that is the embryo is there. Normally on the presence and absence of endosperm. That seed is of two types: endospermic seed and another one is of endospermic seed. Endospermic seed and non-endospermic seed. Endospermic seed, that is normally monocot. Monocot, that is single cotyledons, but orchid that does not having endosperm. But orchid is also monocot, but which not having endosperm. But the normally monocots, these of endospermic seed, and dicots that contain two cotyledon, just like grain pea, that is the dicot, which is non-endospermic seeds. But in castor, that is of dicot, which is the endospermic seeds. Now we studied that is the structure of dicot seed. Structure of dicot seeds. Dicot seed contains seed coat. Seed coat is of two, that is testa and tegmen. Outer seed coat, that is testa, and inner seed coat, that is known as tegmen. Inside that is embryonal axis is there. Embryonal axis present, and embryonal axis present the following part in this particular manner. The uppermost portion of embryonal axis present this plumule, behind that epicotyle, then cotyledon attachment, then hypocotyle, and then the radicle. Inside, if you see that dicot seed, that is of like grain seed, it is the structure of grain seed. Here it grows there, extend in a small pore is there, which is known as hilum. This is known as hilum. And then one pore present here, that is the micropyle. If you open this dicot seed, this is one cotyledon, this is another cotyledon, and here embryonal axis is there. So uppermost portion, this is plumule, then just behind that epicotyle, then this is of cotyledon attachment, this one is of hypocotyle, or this is of radicle. This, according to this arrangement, uppermost portion, that is plumule, epicotyle, cotyledon attachment here, hypocotyle here, and radicle. So this is the sequence of different part which is present on embryonal axis, and this is two layers. Outer is testa, inner is of tegmen. In dicot seed, normally endosperm is absent. Endosperm is developed after the double fertilization. Endosperm developed after the double fertilization, but endosperm is utilized in dicot seed by the developing embryo. Endosperm is utilized by the developing embryo, but in some seeds, endosperm is remaining, like in castor. In castor, that endosperm present after the development of embryo. Otherwise, that endosperm is not there. So here in two cotyledons, store food material is there present, which is help in the or provide nutrition to the developing of new seedling or new plants. Now, if we see the structure of मोनोकोट सीड का अगर स्ट्रक्चर देखें तो वो थोड़ा डिफरेंट होता है. स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ मोनोकोट सीड, that monocot seed structure contain one cotyledon and endosperm. If we see that maize seed, that is of single cotyledons like this, this is the LS. Here embryo is there. In monocot, embryo is laterally in position. This one is of scutellum. Scutellum means that is of cotyledons, and this portion, that is the endosperm. This portion contain endosperm, or this is layer, outermost layer, that you can say aleurone layer. Aleurone. It is the proteinous layer which is completely covered the monocot seed, aleurone layer, then to endosperm. This is of scutellum. We can say that is cotyledon. Cotyledon embryo is also known as scutellum, and this is embryonal axis. Or we can that this is the embryo. If we see the another section of monocot seed, it is looks like in this way. This main portion of monocot seed is contained, that is the, this is the main portion that contain endosperm. This is the main portion. This is the endosperm. And this one is of protein layer, aleurone. Aleurone layer which is made up from protein, and this portion is of scutellum. And here transverse embryo is present. Transverse embryo. In transverse embryo, that all the part present which is present in the monocot dicot embryo, but two more structure is also present with this dicot embryo, that is of coleoptile and lowermost is of coleorhiza. Coleoptile cover the plumule, just behind other structure as such plumule, and just above the coleorhiza is radicle. Means coleorhiza protect the radicle and coleoptile protect the plumule. Then we have just below the plumule epicotyle and cotyledon attachment, and then hypocotyle. So all these other portion present as such, present in like in that dicot embryo, but two more structure is there. Upper portion, that is a coleoptile, which is protect the meristematic tissue which is present in plumule, and lowermost, that is of coleorhiza, that also protect the meristematic tissue, that is of radicle. And if we see in that monocot embryo, that embryo is in lateral position, but in dicot, that is the central position, middle position inside the dicot embryo present at the middle. So here that two seeds, two types of seeds. One is a cotyledon that contain one cotyledon and endosperm. Other, but in orchid, endosperm absent. Otherwise, maximum in just like in rice, wheat, maize, in all these one cotyledon seeds, that endosperm is there.